Okay, guys, we are back at it, and we are about to talk about today's top pre-market gainers. Here we can see that things are exploding in today's pre-market trading session, and the markets do open up in about 10 minutes here. So this just will be a quick update, good for anybody who is holding in on these stocks right now. So let's just get right into it with LYT coming in for the hot bull run starting in yesterday's trading session from the lows of 21 cents. LYT explodes up to the highs of 50 cents, going all the way up about 100%. Still holding up very good to actually see LYT holding up at those highs, because you go back down to your daily chart on LYT stock, you can see that that 50 cents that they made it up to is still nothing. In fact, it didn't even fill up the whole gap yet. Now it'll probably come in for a pullback, and if it does come in for a pullback, it'll give traders and investors another opportunity to get that next big bull run before it actually does explode all the way up towards that 60 cents filling up the gap, build support up there, and then push beyond for a super spike up to the dollar ranges, which happens on LYT quite often. It's easier if you already know the history on these stocks. You already been trading these stocks for so long to know how they move, and you don't caught previous rounds in those stocks and stuff like that. LYT stock, as you know, has been a very red stock for a while, getting picked up off of the recent 52-week low videos. Make sure that you do see those in time. The 52-week lows is where it's at. Things at the bottom is where it's at. You don't want to be having to get things at the very top. You want to see those going out in the videos and going out along in the Discord from the members and the coaches and everything on time. If everybody's talking about that same stock, it's probably the one to be going for. And if it's a penny stock like this, is out of compliance, you're going to get rounds of day traders who want to lock in gains. For example, that last quick round that happened in the pre-market opening from 50 cents back down to about 30 cents. Another one of those is already starting to gear up. As you can see, bearish divergence starting to kick in. We'll see LYT on your Moomoo investment platform to see what the current pressure is looking like. Some extra larges and some larges coming in. Mediums and smalls are currently right now going out. Very good for everybody who caught that along in the Discord and seen those videos on time. Make sure you got SINT. Sint as well goes down to its bottom. Very slow and choppy for the last few days. Very slow and choppy for the last few weeks, actually, before touching down towards $2.75 to having a quick spike up towards about $5.96 here in today's pre-market trading session. Once about 7 a.m. kick in, all those Robin Hooders wake up. They come in for a quick round of volatility and spike back down to about $3.80, where they bounce off support down there before they had their last previous spikes to the pre-market. We're looking at a 15-minute trading chart here. They retested $6 before slowing down and starting to build support around this $5 range here in the pre-market at $5.13, still up about 81, almost 82%. With average volume of 209,000, the current volume on Sint right now is 10 million. They got a free float of 1.31 million on SINT. Those floats get filled very fast in the pre-market. Most of the time, the stock doesn't hold up. Sint Technology is a tech stock, so they should be able to go along with the big tech rallies, and they are onto a massive discount right now, might I add. Let's go look at SINT over on your Moomoo investing platform with the extra larges. You got the larges, no mediums, and smalls are going out of there right now. Sint getting ready to make a round of bearishness. You got OSRH coming down to a big discount. This did a ticker change from BLAC just about a day or so ago. Off of that ticker change, made them get into a bullish formation from a 52-week lows. They went all the way from about $10, $11 down to $2.39 here in a pre-market at $5.23. Still up about 70%. OSRH is yet another one that we were putting out along in the Banking with Billy Discord, not only in the 52 ELO videos, but also alerts in my section just yesterday, saying to be in on OSRH at that $3.20 or lower before this thing comes in and gets the rumbling. Sure enough, this thing will come in for a hot pre-market move, seemingly almost filling up that whole gap up to about $10. That thing was just up about 400%. If you were up early morning, early enough when it did that, you were able to lock in that on OSRH. Coming in for a quick pullback now, so you make another spike. Well, like if the markets get to opening up and getting bearish, then everything gonna be pulling back. And yesterday the markets were all bullish, and right now you got your S&P 500 futures that are already starting to turn a bit bearish and dropping down, along with your things like your BTC and your cryptos that are already peaked out as well, looking to make another round of bearishness. We'll see how things do go in the opening. Next on your top pre-market gainers, you have JTAI. Jet AI for a clean bull run from $3.77 fills up the gap towards about $6.50. Jet AI was once upon a time moving with things like ACHRs and JOBYs and things like XTIAs. We talking about stuff like HOVRs that people are still holding in on, and we'll get to updating those a little bit later in just a bit. Does seem like Jet AI and the E hang that I'll show you here in just one quick second are the most bullish ones across the board right now. As E hang is getting up to like $30. And Jet AI is just continuously coming in for more bullishness. They probably coming out with some hot catalysts. No time to check all of those out right now. But again, follow along with the easy alerts going out in the Bank with Billy Discord, seeing JTAI picking up. Coach Prem was throwing out JTAI. I didn't catch JTAI this morning. You're not going to catch them all. And if you get overfilled in your portfolio, then don't even try to catch them all. You're going to have to stop for about a day or so. Ain't nothing wrong with it sometimes. Just sit back and let things go. Next, you got AUUD coming in for last on our list. You got AUUD coming in for a quick spike off of low to no volume amidst all previous trading sessions with the average volume of 538,000. The current volume is getting up to 848,000, a free float of 5.59 million, spiking even without filling up that float. From the lows of 43 cents all the way to the highs of 72 cents on AUDD stock. And you look back at a weekly chart, it's just the beginning. Some of these stocks are going to be affected a bit more when when the markets come in for that pullback to other things. AUDD is a software and IT, a tech stock. So like if big tech gets to pulling back, then some of these will as well. These are pre-market gainers. I already know it's about to explode next. I'm already holding on some things, and I'm gonna go update the some things at the 52-week lows and stuff like that later on towards the after hours. Lots of stocks to talk about today as the markets do get choppy and futures are dropping. Look for that quick pullback. You know me, I'm beginning some quick rounds of calls and puts. And I'm Billy Banks. I'll see y'all in there, and happy trading.